What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. You know, I came up in the mid-90s when Percy Miller, aka Master P, was making his run from Northern California back in Richmond all the way to his hometown of New Orleans. And many of you guys remember, especially in the late 90s when he had No Limit and C Murder and, you know, all the other people, you know, Mystical. You know, he had everybody, and it was Beats by the Pound. It was dropping a new CD like almost every week, right? Compilations and all that. And you know, Master P came out with these movies and everything. You know, I got the hookup, and I would say he's a hell of a father, right? He's a really, really good man. His sons are star basketball players. You know, he had Romeo Miller. He took care of his family. He did the right thing. But unfortunately, he got, you know, in a situation with his wife, Sonia Miller, who, you know, she requested to be divorced from him, but she's been holding him hostage. Now, according to the family, Sonia is or has been battling drug addiction for a long time. And, you know, since they've been estranged, he's been paying all of her bills. Okay? They're not dealing with each other, but he has never been served the papers of the divorce. Okay? And she's holding him hostage, and he still has to pay for everything. Although she's dealing with somebody else, she's dealing with some other guy out there weaving and selling it up, smoking all the crack rocks probably still. I don't know. Right? And the brother is just trying to move on with his life. So here's what Master P is trying to do. He's asking the court to grant him being single. Okay? Now, this is nothing new. Dr. Dre asked the court the same thing in his divorce. Okay? And he's asking for his single status to be restored because she's keeping the divorce going, and that they're still, you know, typically married legally, but they've been separated, and she keeps wanting him to pay all of their bills. She never submitted the paperwork to the court. Okay? And you guys who are attorneys understand how that is, but I just want to talk about this because, you know, for a lot of men, you know, it's a heartbreaking thing to have a lot of children with somebody by the same woman like Master P did, raise all his kids. His kids still, at one point, was living with him. He has a beautiful daughter, about 3 sons with the lady. And you know what? He's trying to get on with his life with somebody else. She can never get another guy like Master P. That's obvious. He can still get with someone else. But, you know, a lot of times ladies, they can be a little vindictive. And I understand that men make mistakes in relationships. But, you know, sometimes ladies can try to make a guy pay. You know, if they can't get you with, you know, keeping your kids hostage, some of them are going to find a way to keep you hostage one way or the other. And for the guys that are married, for guys that have kids, I will say this as black men, I don't understand. I've never been there, but I can do my best to empathize with you because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Some of you guys have agreed to the divorce. You've given her what she's asked for. You know, you've given her child support, and there's still some problem. You know, some guys, they deal with ladies, and the ladies move to different locations. You know, I've heard about that. I was shouting about the LAR movement. He was telling me that's what his baby mama did. He agreed to do the child support thing, wanted to see his son. She would get up, she would move to a different place. He would find her in that state, then try to reach out to her, and she'd move again. And then move again. And it's almost like, well, baby, if you would have, you're making so much energy on trying to make a brother's life miserable. Maybe if you would have put this energy into making the marriage work, y'all will still be married. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? You've already moved on with another guy. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of ladies move on with another guy, and then they can't get a guy like the first guy. So what they want to do is make you pay all their bills so they can deal with whoever they want. You know, because like I said, Master P was the one that was the work hard. He was the one that was doing all the work. You know, he was working real hard to be who he was. Now, at that point when they can't do that, there's a problem. And I want to tell guys that it's, you know, again, and I know kind of like Master P, the kind of guy he probably was. You dealing with a lady that, you know, you was dealing with maybe when you didn't have anything. I don't know if that was the case. But I want to tell brothers this, for especially black men who are going to into big money. You're going to be where you're scrutinized. Brother, let me tell you. I'm just going to tell you, blue in the face. I'm telling blue in the face. A lot of you guys need to make the right choice in the people that are going to be in your life. Albeit people that are going to be your friends or people who you're going to be romantically involved with. Okay? You got to get with somebody who got something to lose. Many of us as black men, because we're so used to not having anything. And the problems come with us are the guys who come from nothing. And I'm one of those guys. You know, my family was lower middle class. So when it was time for me to come into something and understand how the whole game worked, I didn't know. I still kind of don't know. But what I do know is, you know what? I gotta deal with somebody that got something to lose, family. I gotta deal with somebody who got something to lose. And when you don't deal with somebody who got something to lose, you know who ends up losing? You. You're the one that loses. Okay? You lose. Don't nobody else lose but you. Okay? You're the one that loses. And I'm going to keep telling black men until you're blue in the face. You know, when you get money, you're going to lose, brother. And you don't have to think that that's cool, but you're going to lose if you don't do that. They're going to take your money. They're going to put you through all these things. Your kid's going to be gone. And that can happen to anybody. But somebody who got something to lose, you can't deal with somebody who's going to lose. Everything that you deal with is somebody who got something to lose from now on. And I hope that's what P's master plan is right now. And I really want the best for black men to understand, like, this is what can happen to you. If you marry the wrong woman, this is what can happen to you. If you get married at all, you can be held hostage for 10 years. Paying for somebody else's stuff while they're out there messing with something, and it's totally legal. But you know what? That's what happens. That's what happens. It's happening to guys that have child support, happening to guys who can't see their kids. It's happening all over the world. And hopefully, I hope the judge does grant him that single status. Since she wants to go head on and keep extorting the guy. And extorting the man that did everything for your broke ass. This is what I don't understand. Your broke ass couldn't do nothing for yourself. Here come Master P. Doing something for you. And this is how you repay that man after all these damn years. Spending his money all the goddamn time, not doing nothing. So guys, be careful. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.